Yes, students, good morning. And in continuation with the video lecture on rotational motion, that is rotational dynamics, which we are studying, that is chapter 7 for class 11th physics. We had discussed up to the conservation of linear momentum. We had discussed in the previous video about the momentum, linear momentum. Then after that, we had discussed about the conservation of linear momentum, how the linear momentum for the system of particles is conserved. And after that, now we are going to discuss, we had also discussed about the torque, that is the rotational analog of force we had discussed, and then we had discussed about angular momentum, that is the rotational analog of linear momentum. These things with practical examples we had discussed. Now in the today's video we will going to discuss about the numericals based on the torque and the angular momentum. After that we will see the various relationship between the torque and the angular momentum, and after that angular momentum and moment of inertia we will observe these relations. So look for a numerical in front of you. Dear students, here given a numerical in front of you, that find the torque of a force. Force is given in the vector form. Force is given, that is 7 I cap plus 3 j cap minus 5 k cap. About the origin, you have to find the torque about the origin. The force acts on the particle whose position vector is I cap minus j cap plus k cap. Clear? Look at here. This is the origin, and you have to find the torque about the origin. The position vector of the particle, is given certain. This is point P, and this is R. This is the position vector of the particle, and this R position vector of the particle is given by I cap minus j cap. It is given by I cap minus j cap plus k cap. It is given in the question. And a force acting on this particle at point P, and the force is given by 7 I cap plus 3 j cap minus 5 k cap. This is the force. Now the particle rotates about the origin, and you have to find the torque acting on the particle, which with position vector r cap we have to calculate the torque. So as you had studied that the formula for torque acting at a given point, and it can be given as, this torque is given as r cross f. So it is the cross product of two vectors. So what we will do, we will use the determinant method to find the torque. We will use the determinant method which we had discussed in the cross product of vectors. The determinant method, and this determinant method we will use for the calculation of torque. So tau vector can be given as I cap, j cap and k cap. And what is I cap? As I have told, that is there is a vector r vector and f vector. So first of all, r vector, the magnitude of r vector is 1 is the magnitude of I cap, minus 1 is the magnitude of j cap, and 1 is the magnitude of k cap. Similarly, 7 is the magnitude of I cap, 3 is the magnitude of j cap, and minus 5 is the magnitude of k cap. Now we can calculate this determinant, we can operate this determinant to find the value of tau vector, torque vector. So first of all, do like that. I had told in the cross product of vectors also. So it will be I cap bracket, leave this one and this one, leave this one and this one, and it will be what? It will be 5 this into this minus this into this, 5 minus 3. Now j cap minus j cap. Now look at here, sign will be changed here. For I cap it is plus, and for j cap it will be minus. So it will be minus j cap this into this, so 1 into minus 5, minus 5 plus 7, 1 into minus 5, and it will be minus 1 into 7, 7 plus k cap, plus k cap. So in k cap, this and this will be eliminated, this row and this column will be eliminated, and we will treat only this thing. So for this 3 minus 7, that is plus 7, it will be plus 7. So it will what? 2 I cap minus plus 12 j cap plus 10 k cap. So torque will be what? Torque acting on the body about the origin, and it is given as 2 I cap plus 12 j cap plus 10 k cap. This is the tau torque vector which is acting on particle P about the origin, This is the torque vector. Now we are going to the next numerical, which is based on angular momentum. Yes students, look at the numerical for the angular momentum and torque. Calculation of angular momentum and torque is given here, and it is said that in the numerical it is said that at a certain time, at a particular instant of time, at a certain time, a 0.25 kg object has position vector 2 I cap minus 2 k cap. This is the position vector for a mass of 0.25 kg, which is located at any point P from the origin. At that instant, its velocity v is, at that instant of time when we are going to calculate the angular momentum of the particle or a body of mass 0.25 kg, the velocity of the body or the velocity of the particle is minus 5 I cap plus 5 k cap meter per second, and the force acting on it is 4j Newton, and the force acting on it is 4j Newton. Then you have to, first of all, you have to calculate what is the angular momentum of the object about the origin. You have to find out the angular momentum of the object about the origin at that particular instant of time. So first of all, let us see about the angular momentum. Then we have to calculate the torque also. So let us see about the angular momentum. Angular momentum of the particle. So angular momentum of the particle is the moment of linear momentum. Angular momentum is L, and angular momentum, I had taught you that angular momentum is equal to R cross P. R cross P is the angular momentum. Now you can write it as R cross M V, or you can write it as M R cross V vector. So first of all, we will calculate what is the value of R cross V vector, and whatever the value of R cross V vector we will get, then from that we multiply the value of M, that is 0.25 kg, we will get the value of angular momentum. So R cross V we want to calculate, and it is I cap, J cap and K cap. I cap, J cap and K cap. So the magnitude of R 2, I cap 2, J cap 0 and k cap is minus 2, and velocity v is 5, 0 and 5. Okay students, so this is the determinant form, and now again we use the determinant form for the calculation of r cross v. So first of all what we will do, that is I cap this minus this multiplied 0 into 5, that is equal to 0 into 5, that is equal to 0, and minus 2 into 0, that is 0. Again minus j cap. So for j cap, this row, this column and this row will be omitted, and we multiply 2 into 5, that is 10. 2 into 5, that is 10, minus 5 into, that is plus 10. 5 to the 10, minus 10, minus minus plus, and then k cap will be what? 0. 0 minus 0. So it will be what? It will be equal to, this one is 0, this minus 20 j cap. It will be equal to minus 20 j cap, and then we have to multiply with mass m. For angular momentum we have to multiply m r cross v. So we multiply it as 0.25 into minus 20 j cap. So 0.25, 1 by 4, 4 5 is 20, minus 5 j cap is the angular momentum. Minus 5 j cap is the angular momentum for the system of, for a given particle of mass 0.25 kg about the origin. Now we have to calculate the torque also. So tau is equal to r cross f, the similar method, that is I, j and k, the similar method. The value of I is 2, 0, minus 2, and the value of f will be 4, 0, 0. Now look at here, I cap, this is omitted, and 0 minus this one, this multiplied by this 0 minus plus 8. Okay, 4 to the minus 8 and minus minus plus, minus j cap, this colon and this row will be omitted and it will be 0, and plus k cap, this row, this colon and this row, it is also equal to 0. So it is equal to 8 I cap, the value of torque is equal to 8 I cap. So in this we had calculated the value of torque and angular momentum, and these are the numericals based on the torque and angular momentum. Now we will see the relationship between the angular momentum and the torque. Yes students, now we will discuss about relation between angular momentum and torque. Relation between angular momentum and torque. So as you know that angular momentum L is equal to what? R cross P. P. L is equal to R cross P, and you can write it as R M V, and from here you can write it as M R cross V. Okay, R cross V. Now differentiating both sides with respect to time. Differentiating both sides with respect to time. We differentiate both sides. On differentiating this expression we had already studied, and on differentiating the angular momentum with respect to time, on differentiating angular momentum with respect to time, dl upon dt, and dl upon dt, then this place also we differentiate m r cross v vector. Now mass is constant, so it can be taken out, so it will be m d upon dt r cross v. Now here we will apply the product rule for differentiation, and product rule of differentiation says that first function into differentiation of second function, first function into differentiation of second function. So look at here, so it will be given as first function and dv upon dt, that is second function, plus second function into dr upon dt, that is first function, and from here we can write it dl upon dt, and this is equal to m r and dv upon dt is a. dv upon dt is a, plus v cross dr upon dt. Differentiation of velocity is v, and as you know that the cross product of similar vector is equal to 0. So v cross v means we had studied in the cross product the I cap I, the cross product is 0, j cap j, the cross product is 0, k cap k, the cross product is 0. So all the cross product is 0. So this will be the value, this will have the value 0, and from here we can say that dl upon dt is equal to m r vector cross a vector, and we can write it as r cross m into a vector, and we can write it as dl upon dt is equal to r cross f, and from here we can say that dl upon dt, that is equal to tau. So we can say that torque is the rate of change of angular momentum. Tau is the rate of change of angular momentum. So in the next video we will discuss, students, we will discuss about the relation between angular momentum and moment of inertia, and after that we will proceed further. Thank you, students.